Tricky mate. Hello? What the hell is that? Oh my god. Now just made it. Oh my goodness. This is really unbelievable.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Take It to the Max show with Grandmaster Max Dlugy. I'll be playing the 5-minute pool today. This is not a regular time. A regular time, of course, is Mondays at the same time, but I'm actually leaving on vacation on the Sundays for a week, so I decided to say my farewell in this chessy manner. Okay, I'm going to play it safe, even though I usually play e4 in this position, but it gets me into trouble very quickly, quite often. So let me not do that and just really play it safe this day. Okay, let's say knight d2. See how black responds. Okay, now I'm going to play queen b3. Okay. I suppose black's going to play c4. Can stop it with pawn takes pawn. Let's try that. Interesting what's going to happen after e5 and bishop g5. Okay, maybe I can throw this guy in to the wolves, obviously. This will not live long and prosper, but it'll give me time to finish my development and hopefully in kind of a simple position try to get an advantage later. Could have played queen a3, I suppose, and try to get a little funky. But I'm just going to play it simple against Mataleo. So suddenly decide to have a real think. Okay. Why is this important now? I don't know. Try not to make such moves on blitz. It could be. Okay, now c4, d4. Double capture. Knight f3. Not bad. And queen a5, queen a3, right? So let's try that c4 move. Takes. Okay, now the pawn on d4 could be a little bit weak. Who knows? I'm going to try for an advantage this way. With an isolated pawn. It could be weak, it could be strong. It's one of those things. But it's a disbalance. And in a blitz game, disbalance is always good for the stronger player. Hopefully it's me today. I'm a little less tired than usual. So I'm hoping for good things. Now, knight before is still not in the cards, so let me get the e-file for now. Okay, now I'm definitely stopping it. And now question knight e4, I suppose, right? Get rid of this knight so I can double my rooks. And there we go. Okay, I have to say I like my position. Of course, this is nice to have an h3 move in. Okay, now potential weak pawn. Should I trade knights? That's the big question for now. Could also play queen d1, then take on a4 if he plays d3, and block the pawn. This could be nice. Let's see. If not, I'd like my knight to block the pawn. That's the idea. Yes. That was the point. Okay. I just won a pawn, and now it's a serious story, right? Rook e2. Knight Knight takes f3. Okay, rook e8. Okay, so how do I try to win this? I can trade rooks. Play queen e2. Queen c2, b4. How's this going to be winning? Not in any way, right? Okay, let's attack the b pawn just in case. For now. Okay, then I'm gonna. If queen e3. Wants to take on c4. I need some space. What if I trade queens? That will give me some space. Because then I can move my king in. Probably should trade one pair of rooks with rook e8 then. It's getting a bit too hard to move around. Okay, good. Okay, now let's move our king in. Get the king a little closer. Okay. Check. Now, rook e4. Rook e4, very important and nice move. Because the up one is nice too. At times. Okay, good. All right, this is looking promising. Maybe king f3 was better. Maybe king f3 is way better, right? I have to go this way. Yikes. Not sure if this is a winning concept. Yeah, this was a horrible move. I should have played e5. Oh my god, this is really bad what I'm doing. Okay. Push. Okay, that's helpful. Can I play b5 here? Rook c2 first. Okay. Let's move in. Okay, that's nice. That I like. Beginning to like my position all of a sudden. Okay. And now I'm queening with check. That's the problem. And with 32 seconds left, that's enough. Well, that was a tough one. My God. I mean, obviously, I misplayed the opening. I should have done many other things. I'm not going to go into that yet. But okay, we got an interesting, let's say, endgame. Let's go further here. Because this is really, I think, roughly even, but maybe slightly better for white if white knows what he's doing. Okay, so I think I had an idea initially, and then I went with this dangerous plan of just attacking the pawn and winning it. So black activated his pieces. obviously. And then I said, okay, how do you get into it? And then black said, okay, it's much easier without knights, and black is correct. And then, and by the way, here I think rook e4 is a much stronger move to active. Really, one pair should be traded if it's at all possible. That's why I was trying to avoid it for a while. But trading queens, I thought was a great move. Anyway, then it was, I think, roughly even endgame, which, well, my opponent couldn't hold. And now we have, I guess, the reverse perk defense, which I'm okay with. Yeah. And let's take that one. Okay, I'm not playing c5, so there's no danger. My knight's going to go back to a6 on c5. Maybe now. Why not? I don't know why now, but why not? On the other hand, one day in any case, right? Although rook e8 was probably a little bit more logical, but I thought I'll attack the knight, and that gives me tempo. So now c5, and the e-pawn is backward. So backward e-pawn. Let's attack it. Force white to kind of sort of defend it. Good for him. Now I get to move my bishop out. Where should I go? White's going to play e3. I don't want it to be a good move. Therefore, what should I do? I should probably play bishop f5 then. So then when he plays e3, at least the d3 pawn is under attack. I'll take on e3 and move queen d7 or queen d6, perhaps, and kind of attack the d-pawn. Okay, that was well received, as they say. Now let's move our queen away from that e-pawn and try to trade bishops, or at least hint at it. And my knight probably deserves to be improved to c6. Aha, that was noticed. Okay, let's trade the knights then. No, let's. I don't like. I want that knight. I want white's knight on b5. Perhaps I'll win it one day. Aha. Okay, good catch. Okay, that one. Should I allow the pawn to a6? I don't think so. I think I'll kick this knight away and take this free pawn. That's a nice. Okay, thank you. Everyone's enjoying their own position. I'm enjoying an extra pawn. Okay, the bishop cannot be traded yet, but I can kind of put some questions. Okay, now block that b file, that faded b file, and of course on knight c2 I'll play a5. So that's a free pawn, a free runner in the endgame. Okay, now white can't stand it anymore, so he's opening up, and now I can take on d3 and have an extra d pawn. Okay, should I do that, or should I first trade bishops? Probably bishops trades makes some sense, because without bishops, white has no counterplay except knight f5 and queen g5, which could be checkmate, and of course a bit scary for me. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way out of that. Maybe h6 at some point. Maybe knight g4 of my own. Maybe that's the best idea. Knight g4 of my own. Yeah. Now or rook d8 first. There are no particular threats, so I think rook d8 makes sense. Right? Rook d8 for now. Probably winning on the spot. It's a serious idea here to take on d3. Yeah, winning on the spot, kind of. I mean, of course, white doesn't have to resign, but where did white go wrong? I mean, I think this is fine for white, absolutely fine. I think white's got to be a little bit better at least. And this was a bit rash, although, I don't know, not bad, certainly. And I do have a space advantage here. Don't forget, space is very important. It's one of the big factors, one of the big advantages that you can have. So now, yeah, now I actually allow d3. Maybe I should have been bishop d7, c6, trying for that. Anyway, I think white should have played b3 when he had a chance. Now it's already, I mean, e3. And this move is really strange because the knight is just going to be trapped. And to get that knight back, he has to play e4 And then, of course, the knight has a beautiful, my knight has a beautiful square back on b4, and this one just loses a pawn. So, I mean, all bets were off at this point. Okay, here I just solidified my advantage, and here, okay, I could have taken on d3. As I said, I decided to trade bishops. Maybe here white should have played knight f5. I was thinking about knight g4, and that was probably the best. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook f3, and then maybe knight e5, something like that. Anyway, up to harmony now to break my streak. Harmony 1957. And we go into an endgame, no, into a opening called the Richter-Rauser. And this is the main line, in fact. Wow, my opponent really knows it. But he plays this strange move, the second time again in a row. Still playing queen e3. All right, you know what? I'm just not going to even try to create a difference here. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it here. Maybe there is a difference. Last time I tried to find it by playing queen a5, but who knows? I'm not going to do it in the blitz game here while talking about it. So, all right, time to get active. Let's get my queen out too. And this is an interesting position, of course. Analyzed by me ad nauseum at one point. But let's see if I remember any of it. Rook h3 was recently played, I think, by Sam Savian against Andrei Stokopin in the St. Louis tournament that was just finished, where Sam Savian won, but actually lost only one game in that tournament, this exact opening, this exact game. The only game he lost, it was from this position with white. So, not too shabby. Another game I remember is Wesley Saw's attempt to defend this position against Alexandra Kostinuk, and she was up by a lot when he basically managed to survive 2 points down and draw an endgame against Alexandra. So not so easy for white to point out exactly what they have in mind. So I'll be watching. I believe Stokopin played something rook b8 at one point, like on queen d2. I think he played rook b8, and Alexander played rook a7. I like that move more, so that's probably what I'm going to play on queen d2. Queen g3, of course, I have to move the king first to h8. There's also queen d3, another possible move. In other words, it's funny how many players just run into this position thinking they'll figure it out. The position is incredibly complex. I spent weeks figuring this one out, and I still forgot most of it. So I don't know. How can you actually figure out a position like this? It's incredible. There we go, queen d3. Now, lots of moves for white. I'm going to play this one. Kind of hinting at queen b4 in some way, shape, or form. Would not be a bad thing to play at one point. So my opponent's clicking down on time. Okay, now if I trade, by trading I mean trade on take on b2 check and take on f4, I should have a nice position. I'm going to go for it because I don't really see what's wrong with that position. In exchange for a pawn, e5 is hanging, f2 is hanging. I mean, seriously. You kidding me or what? Completely busted, I think. White is, but let's see. Fair enough. All right, let's, well, I don't know, actually. I guess I'll take it. I can't believe this is a bad position for black. Now I was thinking about f6. Maybe f5 is good. No, f6, of course. That pawn is so weak. Maybe c5, that's the move. To really threaten bishop d4. Or c4, one or the other. Yeah, that's nice. Except, of course, on c4, white will. But then my bishop's hanging too, so I gotta do this. Okay, now knight d4. Now this I'm happy with. Bishop's going to c7. Okay. All right, now let's trade rooks. Yeah, let's trade them. Bring our king out. And play for f6. All right, time for f6 for sure. Okay, gotta be careful here. Okay, bishop c8 to stop the rook infiltration. Yeah. Oops. Well, my king's far away. My king's advancing. That's a good thing. Oh, I could have played bishop g3, but that would have just won, right? I mean, this looks like a killer position still, right? I'm just improving and improving it. There's no stopping me now. Okay, time to resign, my friend. But it was a tough game. I have to say it wasn't so easy, even though it looked kind of like a easy, comfy position for black, but it wasn't easy to win. So we got to this interesting position when white played this move queen d3, which of course I forgot what I'm supposed to do, but I played, I think, the correct move, rook b8. Now king b1. Okay, I mean, certainly the sacrifice has to be correct. Now, okay, e5 is hanging. I think this is only move really for white. And now we got this endgame. Maybe I should have opened it up earlier. Maybe I should have played f6 a bit earlier than I did, because I really didn't feel the work of my rook combined with the bishops. That's really what I should have gone for, rook with bishops. Instead, I went for a rookless endgame, and that, of course, gave white some chances. Although the chances were not quite there in a real situation. But okay, here. Okay, so now I started improving. I think white should have played g4 before I played h5, and I should have played h5 earlier. But here we go. Now finally, I started maneuvering my king to a good spot. That just stopped the rook coming in. And then I just went in for it. And that actually made it very complicated, because now I thought bishop g3 was better. And now white has some tricks maybe. But still dangerous position for white. And this, I think, it's eventually just got very bad. And I think at this point it's just completely lost. So I don't know, not a bad game. And oh, we're back to Mataleo. Okay, well, okay, was it d4? I was white, I guess, the first time, right? So here we have black and this Moscow variation, or Rasalima variation, whatever this is called. Bishop b5 Sicilian, I guess, is what it's called. And here we go. Yeah. This is my way to try to equalize in this game. Here it goes. I mean, if white takes on d5, great, I'll take with the knight, and an isolated pawn is upon white. And on e5, my knights are going to start creating counterplay on the queen side eventually. Not so easy, but eventually. Let's take a look. This has not actually been played against me ever. f4, just a simple f4, yeah, huh? Okay, and f4 can play f5. Let's try it. I like that. f4, f5. Should I play f5? Should I allow white to play f6, f5 himself? Now I'm going to play f5. I like it. Take with the rook. Maybe even with the bishop. Can I take with the bishop? Takes. I can't. Too much. Too much goodness. Gracious. Okay, he's really gone for it. Okay, Knight f8 comes to mind to protect e6. Yeah, I'm going to protect f6. Knight's not doing much anyway. My rook can stand on f5 like a human being, and okay. All right, so what's going on really? Well, let's just develop. I don't know. White's kind of weakened himself a bit now. Let's bring my knight in. Well, then it can take. Okay. Okay, I was thinking knight g6 at one point. Maybe my rook can return back to... If my knight could get to e4, that would be crushing. Let's hit this knight. Okay, let's take it. Attack the c pawn. How do I get my knight to e4, d6? Alright, let's start with some tempi. Two more moves and I win. Knight c8. Knight c8, knight d6, and it's all over. Can I get him in? That's the big question. Knight c8, f5, takes. Rook e8, rook f8, takes, knight. Okay, I can do it maybe. Let's go. Couple moves left. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. Oh my god, missed that. Okay. Now I lose a pawn just to do that. Just to do it. And I can't quite go 94 yet. I still need a rook move. Out of there. My god. Okay, that's a check. Oh, that's a good sign. Wow. Missed that completely. Oh boy. I just missed that. Yeah, the rook invading the 7th rank is dangerous. Could never win that position, could only lose, so I'm not going for it. Okay, this one I can still play. Okay, it's a draw either way. Unless what? Alright, I'm gonna go for this one, although still a draw. Very drawish, unfortunately. Very drawish position. And even I have to be careful, I think, still. Yep. Does not look like I'm gonna win this one. Missed a few things, but yeah. Well, good game, well played by White for sure. I mean, what can I say about my play? It was random at best. All right, draw this. No problem, no problem. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I think I was in trouble in my attempt to try to get an advantage. Yeah, this is an interesting moment of truth. Let's see, what should I play? Should I actually play f5? Or maybe I should just play, just ignore it. Maybe here I shouldn't cancel, I wonder. All right, castle's f4, and I played f5. All right, it can't be such a bad move, right? Rook takes. I mean, white is definitely playing very aggressively, but I think after knight c4, it looked like I was doing fine, but maybe it's wrong. Maybe, and now I went for this maneuver, trying to get the bad bishop, white's bad bishop, to pay out. But somehow I forgot some ideas here, and it didn't work out. Okay, so let's see. Let's play Mr. Weston. He's always a tough dude. So I'm going to try to get something going that, I don't know. He knows his stuff so well that I'm not even sure. I haven't even played this in years. And here we go. What am I supposed to do now, huh? Let's play e3 just for fun. Kind of hold up our position. When I don't know what to do, I just pass. Pass the move to my opponent. Let him think it out. My knight's definitely misplaced, but who knows? Maybe, you see, now it's not so as misplaced. Okay, knight b5, I guess, right? To at least make it look like my knight wants to play this game. Okay, now queen b4, I was thinking. A reasonable pin here on the knight. Wow, just a pawn? I'm going to take it. Queen b6 I can't play because of some stuff, right? Like knight fd7. Fine. I didn't expect to play queen d6. Not yet. Maybe eventually. Rook a2, maybe knight a3. Ah, nice in between move. I missed it completely. Good question now. Queen c3, rook c4. So queen d2, and then knight c3. All right, maybe all the way. It's one strong rook he's got. Takes on c4. Okay, well, definitely. Definitely grab that one. All right, let's attack the rook to begin with. Now let's move my rook so I don't lose my exchange, right? Because by process of elimination, some moves have to come by process of elimination, otherwise you can lose on time very quickly. Especially when you have lots of possibilities. And then let's prop up our position by taking the queen off the bad square and attacking the c-pawn. Now let's get rid of this knight because it's a menace. It's just a menace. Maybe get rid of the queen. I can't, all right, because of knight b2. Wait. Queen f3 takes, king takes. Rook b2, knight a2. Ah, boy, maybe I should. But I won't. Okay, now I should probably play e4 to get rid of the X-ray queen. Okay, I gotta stop b4 for sure. Now I gotta get the d file. And the diagonal, the c5 diagonal is very dangerous. I'm very happy black did not place queen c5 last move. Yeah, let's get out of that. All right, queen d6 now. Let's wait. Let's play knight f3 first. Maybe knight e5 next. All right, good, good, good. Get rid of that pawn. Hovering over our king. Knight e5 now. Because that'll be a draw. b4 is coming, yeah? Can't stop it. No way to stop b4. So I have to play something e5. I can't play e5. Alright, let's play knight e5 then. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got a trait. And that's good. That's a little better than I thought, hoped for. Although rook b8 will keep me. No, then knight a3. Knight a3 is okay. Still fighting for everything. Still fighting for all three results, let's put it this way. Knight a3. Yeah, such positions could become very nasty if you don't look for a way out quickly. So that's what I did here. Hopefully, although maybe rook a1, rook e1. Okay, this is okay. This is survivable. Okay, and let's let's reunite with our knight from a good angle. Yeah, this one. Okay. Maybe we can win on time, who knows? Let's first ever so lightly defend our pawn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, that I should stop. Okay, put the rook behind the pawn. Improve my knight a little bit. 13 seconds. Yeah. And just in time to draw. Very nice. Well, you know, that was a fight. That was a fight. What can I say? I think I was worse after I really did not know what I'm doing in the opening, I have to say. First of all, the knight on a3, I think I played it many years ago, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't know why I decided to repeat it, but anyway. A draw is a draw. Let's go back to something I'm actually looking at these days. The London against my gym buddy from Canada. Look, you want my pawn? You can take it. You can definitely have it. Absolutely, no problem. Actually, knight g2 was like a crusher, I think. Yikes. But fine. I love this position. Lovely position for white. No, no, no. That's not going to be a possibility anymore. No longer. Yep. Okay. This is such a lovely position for white. It's just incredible. Black can literally do nothing on either side of the board. And what's that? c4? Great. Uh-huh. Really great. Let's go for your c-pawn now. So I would, but I can't take it or anything. Can't I sack on f6 and just have a monstrous position? I'm gonna do that. And I'm not gonna even do it to play bishop h6 or anything. I don't really care about that. I'm just playing it to play it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And for b6, I wonder. b6 looks so strong. Bishop h6 isn't too shabby either. I'm playing this. How does that work? Knight takes d6. What the hell? Oh, really? That's it? Just that? Cool. I'm in. I'm in. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna just take and play d6, d7, d8, I think. Yeah, and d8 if necessary. What? Bishop g5 doesn't win? All right, I'm gonna play it anyway, you know. Check. I don't have the queen next move. That's the funny thing. I can play bishop h6 first. And that would be very strong, I have to admit. Even to myself. Even to myself, I have to admit that is extremely strong. King h8, and goodbye. Wow. All right. Now, what was happening there? Let's see if we have time. chance to comment. Okay, so this is the Veganian Gambit. I learned the name of it, and I'm very happy it belongs to a good old buddy of mine. And I think white's just beautiful here. And okay, so he went for this, but then I thought this is just very strong, and now black is in big danger. I didn't have to even, I could have just like moved the queen there, but I really wanted to start punishing black, so I think this is pretty good. F5, rook b6, also nice. Of course, on rook d8, I was going to play bishop g5, and on rook d7, just take. And I mean, God, what is black doing now? So that didn't happen, but not because black found a better move, because now I'm just up a lot of material. And then I think I just went the most direct way. Boom, boom, takes, and okay, I mean rook c3, but of course bishop b3 check and bishop g5 is what I'm trying to do. So even if black attacks this pawn here, check, king h8, of course we know what happens on king g7 now, rook d6, and if rook d8, bishop g5, and checkmate, goodbye. And of course that's pretty much what happened, because after bishop g5, check, I mean, okay, this was resignable, but after king h8, I don't have to rush it. I can take first and wait till I play maybe h3. Let's say black rushes me in with e3, then I can play rook b8, right? Because the rook is busy, a little bit busy, protecting against checkmate here. So this, of course, leads to a very bad position. So, nice game. So what do we have today? 2 draws, right? And a couple of wins. I don't know how many, so I'm not going to actually bother to find out. As we're waiting for the next player. Okay, there it is. Ruben Kramnik. Wow, nice combination. A little bit of everything. Okay, this is the same-ish. King's Indian. Okay. Why did I play that? Okay, why did I play that? What am I supposed to do now? E6. Takes. H5. Now what? Knight H7. Whew. Theoretical position, I have to say. At some point, I'm thinking about playing h4, h3, but I have to wait it out because I don't want white to put his pieces to best possible positions. Okay, now I'm going to get an a6 first. So there's no trouble on that side of the board. And probably h6 and h4. And, you know, there's another plan. I've actually done this one. Just to play queen a5. Kind of weird plan. I used it in one tournament game and won, to my big surprise, even though, I don't know. Not sure I have a position. Yeah, bishop h6 is an issue. Okay, now definitely kick that knight somewhere far. And then see if I can use the dark squares before lights out. Queen d4 check is some ideas that I have here. Or simply queen d4. Okay, now f5. Maybe knight c4. Okay, I can play knight c4 on f4. Okay, there it is. Take. And I don't know, my pieces are kind of guarding some important squares here. Knight on f2 is not that beautiful, and b5 is in the way coming. Also, after the trade of the bishops, I can actually go for some endings even with the bishop Against a knight, I can give up a pawn maybe and still be okay. That's my thought process anyway. Who knows if that's right? I'm just blabbing. All right, that's a pawn on a4. I could grab if I wanted to. Or I could play queen d4. No, b5. Maybe b5, e5. And then we have something. The knight going to e5. That's not good. To e4. That's not going to be good. If I play f5 now, it's still e5. Trading queens now is not going to work. He's not going to trade. So this is a move with some ideas. So what should I play? Instinctively, it looks like b5 is a key move, but maybe h3. Play h3 to weaken white up a little bit. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, now with mates on g2, it should not be so bad. Okay, now e6 is not a threat yet. But 94 is. So I'm going to take this guy and play queen d4. Oh, can play queen e5, rook e4. But that puts a knight in, this puts a rook in the way of the knight. It's okay. Not queen d4. My idea is knight g5. Knight g5 at some point. That pawn in h3 should help. Good. Good. Happy to see that one. All right. And let's, oh no, I can't play bishop b5 yet. I have to play knight g5 first. I have to defend that pawn. So rook b8 was a possibility. Yeah. Rook b8. Oh, yeah. Okay, complicated position. Okay, takes. I think I have to take. Take with the king to eye the b pawn. Oh no, this is not good for white, for certainly. Certainly this is not good for white. It's very dangerous for white now. White should have somehow traded knights for bishops. Well, then I'm not sure that it's full equality. This is dangerous. King is bad. Bishop is strong. So rook b4 probably, right? Or just rook c8. Start the process of getting the rook into. Let's go king e7 first though, before all that's said and done. And then figure it out. My god, a3 is an idea. I just noticed that. a3. Where can I go with that? Go to h1, but how does that win? Okay, that's something to know. Okay, a3 now does not work. But now I can play rook b4 and bishop b5. Ah, no bishop b5 here, huh? Wow. How do I win this endgame? Oh, jeez. Oh boy, no time. No time to figure it out. Okay. I'm in my defensive mode then. Pin him and win him. Hopefully. Okay. Slowly. All right. Got one. Got another one. All right. Go for the B pawn. That's my goal in life. Okay, looking good now. It's looking really good. Oh! I got tricked. How'd they get tricked like that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just a draw. Oh, yo, 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 as they say. This is ridiculously bad. My god. This is ridiculously bad. I mean, even... Jesus. King f3, rook a3, king g4, knight e3, king h4. And that would have solved some of them, although... What is this position? Is this winning? If white plays rook a1 or rook a, let's say g4. Is this winning? I'm not so sure this is winning. No, maybe this is not winning. So I screwed up somewhere around here. When my opponent played king g1, and I just assumed I'll take with check. And here, of course, after king f3, it's just rook b2 and rook b1. Game over. Earlier was interesting, very interesting actually, because I'm always interested in these positions to really understand them, because I actually play them as white. So bishop h6, and I played this takes, knight f2, bishop d7, f4. So we got this interesting position, rook e1, h3. Now I thought white should just take, but he played this move. I think here I'm okay, but b5, e5, yeah. Takes, and here, yeah, rook e4 maybe was really important. And then takes, I don't know, yeah, so the rook, the knight's not going there, but no, neither is my knight. It's not going to g5, and white's actually playing rook h4 next. I gotta be really, I think that would be winning. So this was mistake, big mistake. Queen d4 was almost forced. Okay, now we got this position, and I thought bishop b5 at some point. Maybe I should have just done it now to force some trades, but instead I did this, and this was a very good move. And okay, this is where white started to fail a bit. Although the position I think is really level until white does something weird, which is which didn't happen for a while. White was really holding on. Yeah, somewhere around here it's like pretty bit. Yeah, this move I think just loses, because king g3. I was gonna just slowly nag white's position, but white can wait, and I'm not sure how I'm making progress. Okay, this threatening check mate if white's knight moves, but the knight doesn't move. Bishop d5, king h3, takes. I don't know. No reason for white to be worried about this position, I don't think. So very well played by my opponents, reasonably well played by me. Didn't lose a game at least. And I'll see you all next week. Not on Monday, but the following Monday. So in 2 weeks, but on Monday. So hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll have a great time wherever I'm going, which I think is South America. Okay, take care, everyone, and good luck in your chess games.